Go ahead and get started. So we're going to begin seated on our mat in a wide Vadakanasana shape. So instead of drawing the heels really close in, elongate your heels away from your body, the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. And then take your fingertips back behind you and scoot your glutes back a little bit so you feel your sit bones more in connection with the ground underneath you. If this position is uncomfortable, you can always just find a regular cross-legged seat or also grab a blanket to elevate your hips. Then from here, take your hands to the fronts of your shins and then inhale, curl your spine upward. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders down. And you can close down your eyes or soften your eyes completely. And we'll just begin upright here in this Vadakanasana seat. And take this time to fully drop your awareness into your body and where you are now. Seeing if you can welcome all parts of yourself as you show up here in this online community for your practice. Allow your breath to deepen here, really initiating it from your low belly up to your ribs and all the way up to your heart. For allowing your breath to descend and soften all the way out. Taking a few more cycles here, feeling your body, feeling the length of your spine, and feeling into your breath. Let's take 3 rounds together. Keep your heart open and exhale all the way out. And take a deep breath in, filling bottom to top. And exhale all the way out to empty. Twice more, breathe in. And breathe out. One more, take a long inhale in. This time as you exhale, you can stay upright or begin to tilt forward into a small incline or fold all the way down to rest. Perhaps bringing a prop underneath your forehead or resting your forehead to your hands. Allow the back of your heart and your shoulder blades to inflate here. And there's no need to force here at the beginning of practice, or really at any point of practice. Find somewhere where you can breathe and feel in, allowing your inner hips to open with every breath cycle. Really feel the points of contact where your body is being supported and held by the ground. Lately in my personal practice, I've been dealing with the idea of letting go, of surrendering and trusting the process, knowing that something good is on the other side of every lesson and transformation. And a low to the ground flow like this, where we say low to the ground, feeling our points of contact, reminds us to trust that there's something bigger holding us up and supporting us. Take one more slow cycle of breath where you are breathing in and breathing out. And gently lift yourself up, taking care as you lift away from the fold if you folded forward. And take your hands to your outer thighs and bring your knees so they're hip width, feet hip width. And press down, scoot your hips slightly forward so you're seated about the center of your mat. And then inhale, scoop your arms forward, lengthen up through your spine, turn your palms back. Take a long inhale here. And then as you exhale, lower down for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. At the bottom, extend your legs forward, arms overhead for a full body stretch. Feel rooted and stable through your pelvis. You can elongate in opposite directions and allow any holding patterns or tension areas to stretch out. Think on every inhalation you're lengthening out. Every exhalation you're allowing something to drop and release. And stay long here through your legs, but cross your left ankle over your right ankle. So your legs are now crossed. Take your hands behind your head with your elbows out wide. Lift your chin out of your chest so your throat is open. And then hug your navel down towards your spine. And your low back softly down towards the ground, but keep a little bit of space between your low back and the ground. Keeping your elbows wide and your lower body rooted on the ground. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders away from the ground just a little bit without any strain to turn your core online. Then hover down, keeping your elbows wide and your throat open. So we're taking these little curls here, so curl up and soften to a hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's just do 3 more. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Now notice how your left ankle is on top of your right. Go ahead and step your left foot inside your right inner thigh and keep your hands behind your head. Keep your pelvis heavy and lift your right leg straight up. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, hug your navel towards your spine, curl your head, neck, and shoulders back up, and twist your left elbow towards your right knee. It doesn't have to touch. Then guide yourself back through center and hover your right heel forward. Then as you exhale, lift and twist back over towards your right, left elbow towards your right knee. Inhale, lengthen out to a hover. Exhale, lift and twist. We have 3 more, total of 6. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and twist. Keep your brow line open. Inhale, open and lengthen. Exhale, lift and twist. 1 more. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Good, keep your right leg lifted. Inhale, take your torso back through center and lower your head softly back down to the ground. Take your hands away from the back of your head and interlace your fingers behind the back of your right thigh and flex your right foot for a reclined bowing sage. Keep your shoulders and your head heavy here, and keep your left knee bent and the sole of your foot down for right now. If you want a little bit more, you can also slide your hands up to the back of your right calf, ankle, or heel, but make sure you're doing this without strain. For more support, you can also put a soft bend of your right knee And know that you're still getting the length and the stretch here. Keep breathing up and down the length of your right leg. And then for a little extra add-on, you have the option of widening your left knee out to the left in a half Vadakanasana leg. So we're also targeting our left inner hip and inner thigh. If that's too much to widen your left knee towards the left, or you feel like you're collapsing to the left, go ahead and bring your left knee back in so your knee aligns over your ankle. And we're just gonna hold here and breathe, giving ourselves this time to really marinate in and observe. If your left knee is open out to the side, go ahead and bring it back into center. And then release your leg and cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a figure four. Arms down alongside your body, widen your right knee forward and root down through your pelvis. Lift your left foot and then thread your hands through, catching onto the back of your left thigh or the front of your left shin for your hip stretch. Use these first cycles of breath in this shape to just observe where you may be feeling sensation, where you could release some tension or holding across your face, your neck, your shoulders. And just becoming more and more aware of your body and where you are. Take one more cycle of breath here where you are. And release your left foot down, arms alongside your body, back to that reclined figure four shape, and reach your right leg straight up. Take your arms overhead with your palms face up. Take a long inhale here. And as you exhale, reach your right leg forward and down with control all the way down to the ground. When your right heel lands, pause and breathe in this half body stretch. Trying to inch your right fingertips back and away and your right toes forward. So you're trying to get as long as possible through the right side of your body and keep your left foot down where it is. Now keep your pelvis centered where it is. We're about to go into a reclined crescent stretch. So take your right ankle towards the bottom right hand corner of your mat and lengthen your left leg alongside your right leg. Then lift your shoulders and your head and your arms up and over towards the top right hand corner of your mat. So your body becomes this long banana shape. And we're trying to go for as much length now on the left side of our body. A few options here. You can keep your arms overhead extended, shoulder width with your palms face up. Or you could take your right hand to your left wrist and guide your left hand over gently. Or you could clasp opposite elbows overhead, creating a box with your forearms. You can keep your legs exactly as they are, or once again, you could cross your left ankle over your right. So choosing your journey here, somewhere where you can fully breathe and settle in. This is one of the poses that feels really nice, just to hold and breathe in. It might not feel like a lot is happening, but this is a really great one if you've been sitting at your desk or you're a side sleeper and you've been curled in a little ball. We're just inviting as much length as we can in this left side. We'll balance it out later on our right side. When we settle into this shape, you perhaps may notice the sounds of your environment. Instead of allowing your attention to wander away and perhaps create a storyline around each sensation or experience, continually guide your awareness back into your body and into your breath, and rest where you are in the present. Each time you notice your awareness wander away, notice without judgment. And that moment when you notice, that's a moment of mindfulness. Let's take another cycle of breath here together. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Whatever arm position you chose, come back to hand shoulder width, palms facing up. And then uncross your ankles if they're crossed and guide your legs back through center. And your shoulders, head, and arms back to center. And reset in your full body stretch. Coming back to your deep and expansive cycles of breath here. And let's begin from the very top for the second side. Cross your right ankle over your left, keeping your legs long, and hug your inner thighs towards one another. Right ankle on top of your left. Take your hands behind your head with your elbows out wide, and softly hug your navel down towards your spine. Keep your lower body heavy and rooted here to support you. And then curl your head, neck, and shoulders just a little bit off of the ground, still gazing straight up towards the ceiling, throat open, elbows wide. And then curl to a hover. Lift and lower. Head stays heavy in the cradle of your hands. Lift, lower. 3 more, total of 6. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. Lower your head all the way down, but keep your hands behind your head with your elbows out wide. Notice how your right ankle is on top of your left. And you'll step your right foot inside your left inner thigh so your knee is bent with your right knee over your ankle. Now lift your left leg straight up. You can choose to point or flex your ankle. Keep your hips heavy and then curl your torso up. Rotate to the left with your right elbow towards your left knee. Most likely there'll be a little space. Try to keep your elbows wide. Then rotate yourself back to center to a hover and lengthen your left heel down at the same time to hover and keep rooting into your right foot. That's the movement. So lift your left leg and twist over towards your left. So you exhale. Then inhale, lengthen out, back to center. Exhale and twist to your left. 3 more, total of 6. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist left. We have 1 more of those. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and twist left. Keep your left leg lifted and guide your head back to center. Unthread your hands and lower your head back down to the ground. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your left thigh and flex your left foot, your reclined bowing sage. Plug your left thigh bone down into the socket so you feel that your sacrum is level and supported. You can choose to have your hands behind the back of your thigh, Or if you would like a little bit more, you could also slide your hands up your leg to your left heel, but if you notice you're straining or your shoulders are bunching away from the ground, just slide your hands back down so you feel supported. And then you may choose to add on in this side by allowing your right knee to widen out to the side in that half Vadakanasana. So we're doing a half reclined bowing sage and a half Supine Vadakanasana, which we prepped for at the beginning of practice. Make sure that you're not collapsing over to your right side, so make sure your left hip is just as grounded. And guide your right knee back through center. And cross your left ankle over your right thigh, arms alongside your body to begin. Widen your left knee forward. Lift your right foot up. Thread your hands through and catch onto the back of your right thigh or the front of your right shin for your reclined figure 4. And breathing into your left hip, allowing anything that needs to be released to release. And take one more cycle of breath here where you are. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And unthread your hands. Lower your right foot back down. Arms alongside your body and straighten your left leg towards the ceiling. And take your arms over your head with your palms face up. Take an inhale to lengthen straight up out of your left toes. And then as you exhale with control, lengthen your leg forward and all the way down to the ground. When your left heel lands, pause and breathe in this half body stretch here. So try to get your left fingertip just a bit longer than your right and your left toes towards the top of your mat. Now we'll move into that same reclined crescent stretch or vinyasa-asana on our left side, or stretching the right side. Take your left ankle towards the bottom left-hand corner of your mat and slide your right leg out about hip width or legs together towards your left, keeping your pelvis where it is. Then lift your head, neck and shoulders and arms up slightly and slide them to the top left-hand corner of your mat. So as your pelvis stays to center, your legs and arms are moving to the left, conscious shortening left side to open up your right. Now you have the same options for your arms here. You could keep your arms extended overhead with your palms face up. You could choose to take your left hand to your right wrist and guide your right arm over to the left, or bend both of your elbows and take your hands to your elbows so your forearms make a little box over your head. You can choose to have your legs hip width together, or you can stack your right ankle over your left once again. Make any micro adjustments that you may need before settling into stillness. grounds for my environment. And try to stay within your space and your body. Coming back to this idea of letting go, surrendering, and trusting the process by coming back to the feeling of support, the ground holding you so you have the capacity to feel safe and supported, to let go and surrender. Knowing that on the other side of any lesson or transformation, or on the other side of any lesson is transformation. Let's take another cycle of breath here. Full breath in. And slow breath out. Reach your arms back overhead. Uncross your ankle and slide your legs back to center. Arms overhead for a full body stretch. Then one at a time, hug your knees in. Big toes touching, knees wide. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a squeeze here. You can stay in stillness or sway side to side. And then go ahead and sway yourself back to center. And take your arms out to the side, palms face up, hug your knees together. Scoot your hips to the left of center and allow your knees to fall right for a supine twist. Keep both shoulders heavy and you can keep your head to center or turn your head slightly towards the left. And guide your knees back to center, reset your hips, and scoot them to the right of center. Hug your knees in halfway and allow your legs to fall left. And keep your head to center or turn your head over towards the right. Soft gaze or eyes closed. And unwind yourself back through center. Reset your hips. And then find Supine Vadakanasana with the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. To give yourself more space, you can always choose to slide your heels away from your body, more towards the top of your mat, like that wide diamond shape we began class with. Take this opportunity to allow yourself to rest in, to feel supported by the ground underneath you, and to connect back into the feeling of your breath. any point it becomes too sensational to have your legs in this position, you'd always take a knock-knee position in reclined constructive rest, or extend your legs out for a more traditional Shavasana shape. Give yourself this permission to fully surrender in, knowing that I will call you back in a few minutes. So allow yourself to drift into conscious awareness. For these final few moments, extend your legs out, heels wide to the outer edges of your mat. Widen your arms out to the side, palms face up in a gesture of receptivity. And don't miss out on this opportunity to come back to your body and reset. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Invite some movement back into your body through your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And one last full body stretch here. Extend your arms overhead and your toes forward. One at a time, hug your knees in and gently make your way to the right side of your body and pause here with your eyes soft. Curl inward towards your heart, cultivating appreciation for you and this practice. Then gently transition yourself back up to a seat. And to close out, we will take a few minutes of Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing that helps to balance out the right and left sides, the thinking, the feeling, the feminine and the masculine. I won't be mirroring you with my hands, so just listen to what hand I say. With your left hand, place it on top of your left knee and connect your index finger and your thumb for Chin Mudra. And then for your right hand, fold your second and third, or your index finger and your middle finger in, so your ring finger and pinky are extended as well as your thumb, and this is Vishnu Mudra. Then place your thumb in front of your right nostril and your index finger just to the tip of your left nostril. So you're framing your nostrils with your hands. And then softly close down your eyes. So before we begin the breath, I'll explain it. So it's an inhale through the left, and then an exhale through the right with the plugged left nostril. That'll be an inhale through the right, plug the right, and exhale left. And I'll guide you through it. Go ahead and plug your right nostril and inhale through your left. Plug your left nostril and exhale through your right. Stay on this side, inhale through your right. Plug your right and exhale through your left. That's one round. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug your right side, exhale left. That's 2, going to 6. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. That's 3. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. That's 4. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. That's 5. One more round. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Release your hands down to your lap, palms up. Index finger and thumb connecting. Take a deep inhale breath. Hold and sustain your breath at the top. And find Vishnu Mudra once again. Cover your left nostril and just exhale right. Release your palm back down. Do that one more time. Inhale, fill up. Hold and sustain your breath. Cover your left nostril and exhale through your right. Release your right hand back down and just take a moment to notice the quality of breath, energy, and presence within your body. Perhaps noticing a slowing down, a feeling of balance, able to receive and let go. Hold your hands to heart center and Anjali Mudra. And to close out, we'll take a final cycle of breath together. Wherever you are, exhale all the way out. And take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. In gratitude, namaste.